Hello, and welcome to the alumni interview for my dear friend Devon Raab, who is joining us today. My name is Sarah Grady. I'm the Assistant Director of the Lloyd D. Levinson Institute of Gaming, Hospitality, and Tourism, and I welcome you all to this interview. I would like to start by introducing Devon and inviting her to tell us a little bit about herself.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. I am a Stockton graduate of class of 2021. Yeah, 2021. I graduated with my degree in hospitality. I did grow up in Ocean City, New Jersey, so not far from Stockton. I went to Ocean City High School. And then I ended up going to school for my freshman year at Alvernia University and studied a completely different major and just completely felt out of my realm. So I transferred home and I went to Stockton. And that's where I just kind of fell into exactly where I was supposed to be. And that was studying hospitality and being involved on campus and, all of the fun stuff. Um, so I always like to tell people, they always ask, how did I get into the restaurant industry? It's been a childhood dream since I was probably about 5 years old. I have always played restaurant with my mom, and I was always her server. I was always, making food for her, and I always had fake menus printed, and I I draw I drew all different things on different menus, and it just became this ongoing dream that I knew that I wanted to open my own restaurant one day. And I always loved breakfast food. Growing up, my parents always took my brother and I to breakfast every Sunday morning after church. And, you know, that was our thing. So yeah, it became just a childhood dream to always open up my own breakfast and lunch restaurant. And now here I am. I own Doozy's Place in Ocean City. My nickname is Doozy, so that's where that came from.
Of course.
Um, and people often think that doozy is, has a negative connotation, but really it means something outstanding or unique of its kind.
Mhm.
And I love to, tell everyone that because everyone always thinks, oh boy, she's a doozy. I'm like, no, I promise it means something good.
Something good, of course. So that must have been an exciting journey to come and open your own place. And so what we always love to ask our alumni, in their experience in the industry, what would you describe as a current challenge? And
Yeah, definitely. I'd say there's so many challenges,
Mhm.
obviously. I think one of my biggest challenges was learning how to balance work and my life. Obviously, as a business owner, it's not easy,
Mhm.
going home and just being able to shut off your brain, your phone, shut your laptop. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
especially as a restaurant owner, it just takes so much attention to detail, and it's just everything from start to finish. It just takes a lot of time and effort. And I learned that very, very quickly. I'd say within the first week of being open, I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. This is it. um,
So, mhm. So
but
how do you
sorry.
feel that Stockton prepared you to meet that challenge?
So something with the hospitality industry, it's so unpredictable. You never
Mhm.
know what you're going to walk into.
Mhm.
You never know if equipment is going to be, down or just stop working, or an employee is just not going to show up. And honestly, Stockton helped me. I'll never forget my career development class. I'll never forget it. Just I found this new confidence in myself, not only as, a student, but as a boss, and like how I could be a boss and, manage all of these people. Like I have 27 employees, so, that's a lot of people to manage, but I was involved in Greek life at Stockton, and that helped me a lot. That helped me a lot with gaining my confidence of being able to stand in front of a room and talk to, all of these people and say, "Oh yeah, I'm your boss now. Hi, it's nice to meet you guys." But I'd say my career development class, we did mock interviews, and I did, when I first opened Doozy's Place, I did 150 something interviews.
Mm.
It was a lot, but I really do think the hospitality program helped so much with my confidence and just being able to start, you know, fresh with that mindset of, okay, I can do this. I do have the support system. I know that I can do this. Let's just, let's go for it. So,
And it's very inspiring to hear you speak about your business and how excited you are about this new enterprise. It's very inspiring. And I'm sure there are a lot of listeners who might be interested to hear, what advice you might have for somebody who's looking to follow a similar path.
right, absolutely. Dive in head first. I know that that's something that probably a lot of people say, but I have come across so many people that have kind of tried to sway me differently and sway me into a different direction and say, "Are you sure that you want to open a restaurant? Do you not like yourself? Why are you doing that to yourself?" And I stayed true to who I was and stayed true to what I was so passionate about and said, "Oh yes, I am opening a restaurant. It will be called Doozy's Place. It will be in Ocean City, New Jersey," even though so many people tried to say, "Well, there's a lot of restaurants in Ocean City. Are you sure you just want to be another one?" Yes, I'm absolutely positive. I know that I can stick out. I know that I can, shine brighter than, possible. So
Absolutely.
I definitely would say just dive in head first and don't be afraid to make mistakes, because I'm only 25. I've made so many mistakes when it comes to being a business owner, but you get through it. Everyone understands. People give you grace. It's such an experience that I think everyone should have is in their lifetime, either work in the hospitality industry or just be some sort of business owner or have some sort of ownership in anything. It just is so, so, so rewarding.
That's excellent advice and excellent insight to hear from you as you embark on this. Do you have any other comments for our listeners today? Any other thoughts to share?
Um, when I
I know
was
it's always open-ended.
yeah. When I was in college, was so all over the place because I was just trying to focus on, you know, getting through the semesters, it felt like, and trying to get that diploma so then I could, you know, go out into the real world and just kind of let my wings spread. But I would say set goals for yourself because that will help you tremendously. I set a 2-year goal out of college, and then I set a 5-year goal out of college, and I have set a 10-year goal out of college. So I am like right on track with my goals, and it helps me. And you have to physically write it down. Do
Mhm.
not have it in your head. Do not put it in your phone. When I tell you, it helps so much to just write it down on a piece of paper and either make a vision board or anything and just put it up in your office or your room at your desk, anything, just so you're constantly looking at it and you're reminding yourself, okay, I have to stick to these goals and I have to make the right decision so I am moving in the right direction, if that makes
Mhm.
sense. So definitely just set goals, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 5, 10, 15, whatever you want to do. But write it down. Definitely write it down with a pen and paper.
Mhm, mhm. Wonderful. Well, that was wonderful advice, wonderful insight again, and it's just been such a pleasure to speak with you today, Devon. So I want to thank you for your time today, and we're going to wrap up this interview now. But of course, we will be sharing some links and other information about Doozies if anyone's interested in learning more or perhaps stopping by to see what it's all about. And again, thank you so much, Devon.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And have a happy holidays.
You too.